When I think about my path to parenthood back from 2020, I envisioned a round of IVF and one or two transfers and us creating our family. Currently, that has changed as we have been through a round of IVF, 8 transfers, and now finishing our next egg retrieval and onto surrogacy and donor sperm. So much has changed over the last 6 years, something I never envisioned. Things started to feel different after our first miscarriage in 2022. I felt that loss is what changed our direction of hope. When we were trying to piece ourselves back together afterwards and trying to build ourselves up and create our plan, I found myself in a difficult spot. Even then, when we were working towards the next transfer, experiencing that second loss, I felt like there was no hope for us. And that's when we had to change the direction of our medical plan in order to make our dreams come true. I made sense of our shift when our good friend and teammate offered to be a surrogate for us. It's not that we ruled out that option. Josh and I have talked about it, but I felt like it was fate to have someone offer their time, their body, their life at the moment for us, that it was just the right choice. It feels like what we were doing before wasn't working, and us having this opportunity feels like this could be a way to end this chapter and start a new chapter. We both had complex diagnosis, but when we started this journey, we thought we only had the male factor. Josh had testicle cancer back in 2016, and through chemotherapy and surgeries, we thought that was the only reason we couldn't get pregnant. When we started this journey and we started to do initial testing, we also found out that I had PCOS and a heart-shaped uterus. Processing those, realizing it was both of us, was devastating, and it changed our outlook of how parenthood would look for us. As we went through the years, I found each time we did a test, we found out something new, and it took time for us to process. But thankfully, to the medical team that we had behind us supporting us, they never gave up hope, even though we might have. One of the things we found out recently in 2025 was our blood types had a possible contribution of our miscarriages. I am an O negative and Josh is an AB positive. A negative and a positive are the only combinations that can make it difficult. One of the treatments that we did that improved my levels really well was LIT treatment. What they do is they take 18 tubes from Josh and then they circulate it and turn it into one syringe of his cells that were injected into my arm. We did 2 rounds of that with 3 weeks apart, and we found out it did a great job. Unfortunately, when we had our 2 transfers after, they were not successful. This time around, when we were talking to our surrogate, we were lucky that she is a positive blood type, hoping that we are not going to run into that if, God forbid, the embryo is a negative blood type. And then we can hope to see if that can also create a change in our path to become parents. The decision that we made to use part donor sperm and part Josh started when we were getting to the bottom of the pile of our embryos and then doing our last transfer. When we did our last IVF cycle, we created 8 embryos and 6 of them failed and 2 took, but miscarried. We wanted to change the results of that, hopefully with this egg retrieval, and we felt using a donor might give us that. We will do anything possible to create our family. As much as it hurts over the years that it has changed, our end goal is to have a child and call it ours, and if that means using a donor, that could be the right choice. I remember there's so many times we got bad news or just a change in our plan, and he's just like, I need to go hit some baseballs, or I need to go play hockey. And me just spending some alone time or doing what I need, and then be able to come together afterwards and talk about it and then reconnect was the best way for us in our relationship. But honestly, our biggest way for us to connect as couples is doing things that we love together. And the one thing that I've loved because of him is our softball. And we've on so many teams and we have so many friends, and so thankful for them. Experiencing multiple failed transfers and or miscarriages felt like a loss every single time. But the first transfer, not knowing what to expect or how I felt, shattered me. And I'm so thankful for Josh, as he supported me through it the whole time. And if it wasn't for him, I don't know if I would have got through it. He experienced loss too. And sometimes you don't think about what the other person is experiencing because it hurts so much for yourself. And it's not something I realized until I was done grieving, but he still needed to grieve himself. When we started this journey, I was hesitant on sharing with friends and online. But when I started researching online and seeing the community of infertility out there, realizing I can connect with so many different families, couples, women, made a big difference. Sharing online meant showing every test, every transfer, failed transfer, and then even our pregnancies to miscarriages. I still remember the weekend we were miscarrying, and our two good friends dropped by with pizza, chips, and board games just to keep us busy. And that's something we would have never experienced if we didn't open with our journey and allow people to support us in the way that we never knew we needed. Personally, I have learned how brave and strong I am because of this journey, and how tough I've had to be in order to survive each stage of it. With this, I've learned that I can be the best parent I can be, and the teamship that we can have in order to give our future child the best life, in order that they were wanted and they are loved by so many, including us. This experience over the last 6 years with IVF, we will be forever grateful for science, as it gave us the opportunity to become parents. I would say to somebody who is just starting out their journey to look out every possibility out there and every resource. And what I mean by that is there is so much to go into an egg retrieval that I didn't know because I was so young and naive. If you don't have somebody that you can text or call and say, I need you, this journey will make you crumble. It is the most hardest thing to go through, and you need people in your corner to lift you up, to keep you going.